We've gone south of the lake to Battleground, Indiana, where we are checking out the Wolf Park on this week's Jump in the Lake. I'm here with Dana Drenzek. She's the general manager of the Wolf Park here in Battleground, Indiana. And when people come to the Wolf Park, what kind of things can they expect to see and do?
Well, they get to expect to see obviously wolves, and then our other species that we have here, bison, foxes, coyotes. They can take a tour of our facility that's guided and gets to educate them on more about these species.
Is it easy for anybody to do the tour? Is this a walking, a riding tour?
It's a walking tour. It's about a half mile all the way around. It's taken at a slow clip, but we do have golf carts and other means available to people that think they can't not make it all the way around.
Okay. You may not have heard of the Wolf Park, but that's not because it hasn't been here for a really long time. You guys have been open, or at least actively supporting wolf communities since 1972.
Yeah, over 40 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, let's go take a look at some animals.
Okay, sounds great. Let's go. So we actually are coming up here on the first enclosure here, which is actually our two coyotes, Twister and Willow. They came from a DNR facility out in Utah. And the primary reason in having our coyotes on display here is basically to show the difference between wolves and coyotes. And everybody in Chicago and of course also in Indiana have seen or heard coyotes. And they're like, oh, I saw a wolf in my backyard. Probably not.
And they are significantly smaller. That's
they are.
The first thing you notice.
Yeah, they're about 25 pounds. Wolves can get up to 100 pounds. And so the size difference is definitely the quickest. Their howls are very, very different as well. And actually, would you like to hear them howl?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm probably going to need your help in this.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're gonna howl, and we're going to try to get these guys going. And what will happen is the coyotes will go, and then you'll start to hear the rest of the wolves kind of join in. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Those are the wolf howls.
That's the wolf howl, yeah. So obviously a huge difference just in the way that they howl.
Theirs is a lot more of a yip, or it's much higher pitch. These guys have that long, low kind of mournful tone that you associate with horror movies. And both the coyotes and the wolves have a different means of communication that's not just restricted to the howl, correct? They make lots of noises, like your family pet might, not that they're mean the same things necessarily, but they have lots of different utterances, correct?
They've got growls, they've got, whines, whimpers, yelping, all of the different things that you would hear from your dog at home, they have as well. And as far as the vocalization part of their communication, it's pretty broad and wide. And then they also have scent communication and of course then body language, which they use quite a bit as well. When we're hand raising these guys, we have to put in over 2,000 hours within the first 4 months of their lives to get them acclimated to humans and to get them socialized and used to us. Now, even then, if we stopped going in with them, if we stopped interacting with them, they would then become, again, shy to humans. Whereas with your dog, literally as you're raising it, 90 minutes, and that's your best friend for life. And that's all it takes. So these guys,
easy.
Yeah,
pushovers.
So in that case, these guys are built to be aware of their surroundings, to be reactive to their surroundings.
Everybody who comes here and who wants to howl with the wolves gets a lesson. I need a lesson.
Okay. So basically, it's pretty simple. You choose the tone that you want. You make an O with your lips, and you go ooh.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh, I got that.
And so with that, there's a couple of different things that you kind of have to know. So one of them is, as we're howling, you don't all want to stop at the same time. Go ahead and finish the breath that you're on once we stop. And that way the wolves don't look over here and go, I don't know what killed that pair of wolves over there, but I don't want it happening to me. So if we all just go woo, then they don't know what's going on. The other thing, and what you saw me doing a little bit more of, is that the howls can change from an ooh to a wah. And that wah sound can be a little bit higher pitched, and that can be kind of the onset of what we call a rally, where the wolves kind of come together and the howls get more excited and they get more excited. So that's kind of what I was doing a little bit with the coyotes there. And so you can change that howl a little bit if you want to. The other is to kind of continuously howl, because a lot of the times what people will do is they'll just do it for one breath and then that's it. And then they'll think, oh, okay, automatically respond. Not so much the case. You have to kind of really get them going and get them started a little bit.
Okay, you start.
Okay.
And I'll join in.
Okay. All right. So you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be. Yeah.
Okay. In this enclosure, we have 3 gray foxes. You can find both reds and grays in Indiana. Reds are a little more common. Good morning. How are you? Hi. Hi. Yes, you can. Oh.
Where do all your animals come from? You're not breeding them all here in captivity, are you?
No. So in order to make sure that we don't have any inbreeding issues or anything like that, we will get wolves in from other facilities, generally zoos, other reputable organizations. We have 75 acres of land. We currently have 10 wolves, 13 bison, 5 foxes, and 2 coyotes. And so starting from just the 2 wolves, it really was the public's interest, because we're a nonprofit organization. So all of the things that you see here, the fences, the bleachers, the enclosures, this all comes from, the public admission price, donations, funding, because, we're not state or federally, governed at all.
We've been so privileged to be down here in Battleground, Indiana at the Wolf Park. We've gotten to see coyotes, foxes, bison, and of course wolves. We've even got to howl with these animals. You can do it too. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time on Jump in the Lake. So this is the Jump in the Lake crew, and this is the lake. If you know about any fun or unique activities in and around the Lakeshore region, drop us a line. You can reach us at jumpinthelake@lakeshorepublicmedia.org.